You're trying to fall asleep, but it's not happening. There are three things that you can do that are proven to work, that I use all the time when I'm in these situations. And since you're here, you might as well keep watching. So keep watching. Hey, it's Geshav here. So you're probably watching this. Maybe you're trying to get to sleep and it's not happening for you. What do you do? Now, what most people do in these situations is they just sit there, they get frustrated, they try and fall asleep, it doesn't happen, and you kind of end up in this weird cycle where the more you try to sleep, the less it happens. And so you end up just ruminating and thinking about different things, just laying there, bored out of your brain. Or maybe you put a TV show on, you put a YouTube video on like this, and you pass the time. But there's actually a more productive way, and that's what I'm going to share with you in this video, the three things that I think are the most effective for you to do. This is based on some studies that I looked at into sleep research, but also my own experience working with different coaching clients who struggled with the same thing. Before I go further though, I'm making daily videos about mastering your mindset and living a meaningful life using practical lessons that are easy to implement. So make sure you subscribe and you ring the bell icon to join the notification squad so you know every single time a new video comes out. Now the first rule is swap your phone for a book. And the reason for this is when we do struggle to fall asleep, it's because of the blue light on our phone. So if you've still got that on, turn it off. Download, an app like Flux or the native built-in app that turns that blue light off. It affects your circadian rhythm. It tricks your brain into thinking it ain't time to go sleep yet. And by you staring at this device, it's not helping you. Instead, what you want to do is just get rid of that temptation from the room entirely. Don't go to sleep with your phone. If you need an alarm clock, use something else. But what I find is really helpful is if I am lying in bed, and it never tends to happen, and I'm not falling asleep, if I'm gonna reach for something, it's not going to be my phone, it's going to be a book. And I'm more likely to fall asleep after reading a book for 20 minutes than I am scrolling through Instagram for 20 minutes. The second thing that I would say is don't use your room for anything other than going to sleep, if possible. And this is a really important one because what I've done is conditioned my brain using Charles Duhigg's habit loop, cue, routine, and reward to tell my brain every single time I go into this room, I'm going to sleep. So I don't ever enter until I'm already feeling sleepy. So by the time my head hits that pillow, I am knocked out. But a part of this is also knowing my sleep chronotype. There is a thing called your PER3 gene. I might do a video on this, I don't know if I've done it already, where this gene influences your circadian rhythm and your energy throughout the day and the kind of sleeper that you are. The one that I'm classed as is a bear. That means I need 8 hours of sleep. And at the moment, my routine tends to be I'm waking up at around 7, 8 o'clock and going to bed around 12, 11 p.m. So because of my lifestyle, I'm able to go to sleep without an alarm clock, without having to worry about having other things in my environment and just the bed. But that situation might change. You might not be in the same situation. But if you can, avoid having, your TV, your phone, your games console, all these other distractions. Avoid doing other things in your room besides sleeping. And what you're doing here is, like I said, you're creating this habit that when I go into this room, I go to sleep. And the third and final tip I have for you is if it's been longer than 20 minutes, give up. Get up, move around, do something. What I find useful is one of two things. Number one is read. I've already mentioned that, but if you don't want to read, write down everything you're thinking, because I find I'm super creative, I'm super focused. There's something just about that nighttime energy. And if you're the same, comment down below and tell me like, yeah, man's a night owl. That I get really focused. So if I am whirring away and in my mind, even if I have to pull my phone out, if my phone's in my room, or I need to write on a post-it note, I'll just write down, okay, I can make a video out of this, I could do this, I need to work on these things. But capture those thoughts so they're not whirring around in here, but they're captured in black and white on a piece of paper. And if you don't want to do that, get up. And I do this sometimes, my family destroy me for it, is just walk around in your room up and down, even if it's in a circle. And you look like some really weird person, but the point here is that this movement puts your brain into a relaxed state. And sometimes we just have too much energy. And long term, if this is a habit that's happening again and again, and you're struggling to fall asleep, beyond these kind of obvious 3 tips, go and speak to your doctor. Go and look at your diet and your routine. Are you having caffeine after 2 o'clock? Because it takes over 6 hours for that to leave your body, for it to leave your system. Are you looking at your phone and electronic devices before bedtime? So the blue light is affecting your circadian rhythm. What else is going on? Or maybe you have some kind of sleeping disorder, but speak to your GP if you do feel it's more on the, if it's something that is a chronic problem that you're struggling to resolve. You know, there are medicines, vitamins out there that can help you with this. So hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Peace. Hey everyone, thanks for watching the video. I'd love to know down in the comments below, what time do you go to sleep at the moment and what time do you wake up? So let me know, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.